So this case is super fucked up. The more I think about it, the more this sucks. They didn't get a fucking translator for this kid. They didn't talk to him like at all to get his side of the story. They put him into this without talking to anyone. They say that he did it because he's blind and because one of the shots got missed. But the shot could get missed for a variety of reasons. Like the fact that the gun is really heavy and apparently very hard to handle. And then they say it's only him that could do it because he's small and he can fit through the vents. But again, he is blind. How would he even know where the vents are unless he had like a partner in crime to be like, hey, there's a vent over here. It don't make no sense. I feel so bad for this kid. Okay, you guys can see the game. Yeah, let's continue. Oh, wait. Let me wait a second. Okay. He's a child. He's sus. What's worse than a rapist? A child. Yeah, can you guys hear the game audio alright? It sounds a little low to me, but I'm not sure if it sounds low for you guys. Okay, to add that to the testimony, Prosecutor Gavin. Oh, what? You mean Apollo's bop of a theme? Yes. Can you hear it all right? You can increase a bit, but it's fine. Okay, I'll increase it a little bit. There we go. What? This brooch was found after the murder took place. At the very scene of the crime. What? Lemoir. How did your brooch get backstage if you did not go there yourself? And, as Prosecutor Gavin has just told us, you had been wearing it during your performance that night. Oh. What is the meaning of this? Lemoir, please explain. Right, because it was on the ground in that one room. Lemoir. Oh, bitch, don't pretend that you can't speak English. You can speak English fluently. She says, English is quite difficult. That trick's not gonna work here. You much company. Your forehead may be large, but you are a lawyer, truly. But you have missed one important fact. What now? vtuber. In fact, at the time of the incident, I went backstage, but only for a moment. Oh, what? Ice cream! Think back to the moment of the crime. You know whereof I speak. Girl, you shouldn't even be pretending that you can't speak English. I know you speak English. Is she really saying all that? What's she talking about, Apollo? Wait, when the incident occurred... is she talking about that? Watch this room for me. I have to call for backup. Right, understood. You want me to make sure no one comes in, right? Mr. Latouche, can you hear me? Cold. So cold. Witness. You're cold? Don't worry. You're gonna be fine. Help is on the way. The witness is siren. I think it's that she's clarifying what she means in the language she understands better or something. Oh, okay. I thought she was switching to that language so that she could avoid me badgering her. Siren? How can a siren witness anything? Like, there is confusion, so it's easier to express herself in a... I forgot the name of the language. Oh, okay. Yipes! Emma, what was that? Who's there? What's wrong? Emma, did you see anyone just now? Huh? No. I could have sworn I heard a door close. I looked into the room. Just a glance, mind you. Are you sure, Lemore? I'm not sure I believe you. Maybe you were hiding in the room while I was in there and you took the chance to leave. So, this was when your brooch dropped? I know I occasionally switch languages when I'm explaining if the person is bilingual, so I can't blame her. Yeah, that makes sense. That explains that. Yeah, that does explain that. That is that and this is this. It does. There is no other time I could have dropped it. But that's ridiculous. You only looked in for an instant, but you dropped your brooch? Hair forehead. She has raised a possibility. The only thing that can counter that is evidence. So she looked in at the crime scene. Actually, I intended to go into the dressing room. I knew nothing of what had happened, of course. But the moment I opened the door, I heard a horrible voice. Hair forehead shouting, "Who's there, no doubt." A horrible voice indeed. Oi! Ugh. I closed the door immediately. I don't think I trust you, lady. Well, that explains the brooch. Let's return to your testimony. That's too convenient. She's hiding something. Yeah, and if she only peeked in, like... Huh? Lemoir, you did look into the room though, right? I would trust her. Trust her? Sorry, what? Try, go hydrate. Yes. Oh yes, you should also get bonked. I agree. Give me 1 second. And get bonked, Twy. I apologize. It will happen again. I understand. I apologize for stating facts. Okay. Boom, 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 boom. Yes. Testify as to what you saw. I saw Twy being weird. Very well, though it was only the briefest of glimpses. Oh, thank you for the hydrate, Crystal. You better be hydrating too, Twy. There was quite the beating. Pace yourself. Stay hydrated. Crystal, it's okay. My performance was finished. I went backstage for just a moment. I can perceive stuff here? This one fan in my concert was getting hit by this bunny next to him. I don't know why, but I felt safer seeing him get beaten. Lamawar, probably. Let me see. Yeah, here again. I don't think she's changing anything. I would also stare intently at Lamawar. Yeah. There's no tells here. Okay. What did you see in that brief glimpse? I had only opened the door slightly when I heard that horrible voice. And shut the door. I have always wondered, Hair Forehead. Does that voice of yours lack a volume knob? It's my cords of steel, man. Just back off. That and his pokey hair is his identity. I saw nothing. The late Mr. Latour's body was behind a wall. A wall? Was there a wall there? Is what in English? a division, or partition, I believe. It was a large dressing room divided into two halves. And the murder took place in the inside half. I guess that partition might have hidden the body. Huh. I don't know. With Machi, correct? How was he then? He seemed as he always does. Though I believe he was shocked by the news of Mr. Letus's death. Yet, he is not the type to show much emotion. Well, maybe that's because he cared about him? Yes, he's given the police no end of headaches. He answers most questions with silence, and those glinting frames speak nothing. Probably because you're having people speak to him in a language he doesn't understand, and you haven't gotten him a fucking interpreter yet. Questioning hasn't gotten very far. Yeah! We sat there waiting. Good night. Oh, good night! Have a good night for I6. And this is where I learned that something had happened, but I wasn't told the details. How was the incident explained to you? I was told nothing in detail, only that Mr. Letus had died. Of course, investigations require some security. But Mr. Letus was my manager. I wanted to know more. I should have been told. Both Machi and I were beside ourselves with concern. Allow me to apologize, but please understand. Keeping you in the dark was as painful for me as it was for you. Yes, I understand. Think, what doesn't ring true about her testimony? It's hard to imagine Lamiwai lying, so it must be like a visual tell. I would want to be beside you. Oi. She might be lying, but she's hiding something. Keeping you in the dark, not as much in the dark as Machi. Oi! Sorry, too soon. Don't you bully Machi, poor guy. I feel like I've been defending the people that need a defendant. The last couple. Just this entire Apollo Justice playthrough, it's been like, hey, don't talk bad about the person I'm defending. They're cute. What didn't she tell me the night of the murder? Okay, let's see. I think it's gotta be a visual cue. Is it this? Because she moved? Oh, what is that? Was she gulping? Hold on. I think she was gulping. Yeah.
Gotcha!
The late Mr. Letus's body. You say? Poor guy. I don't think he's poor. Okay, but I don't dislike Machi despite my joke, and I never made fun of Phoenix. What did you say she was doing? It looked like she was gulping. Like she was taking a gulp. Yes? Gulping these nuts. Oi. You know something more about Mr. Letus's death than you are saying. What? I could see you trying not to remember. But the effort made you swallow. These nuts! You can't fool my eyes. It is true. It was so terrible after all. Why did Mr. Letus have to be shot? One moment, Lamawar. Yes? What was that you just said? Why did Mr. Letus have to be shot? Yes? She was hiding something, I knew it. Lamore, I'm afraid you haven't realized it, but your words just now contradict your testimony. Eh? How could that be? Take this! Lemawar contradicted her own testimony, and I have the evidence to prove it. Hold on. Is it? It's gotta be one of these things. What is this? Oh, that's nothing. I'm thinking either the brooch or the crime photo, or is it the investigation? Wait. Oh! Hold on. Yeah. If it's not this one, I'm thinking either the crime photo or the brooch, but it might be this.
Take that!
Tell me, Lemawar. How did you know he had been shot? Yeah. No one told you. Well, Immediately following the incident, a gag order was placed on the scene. This is the document proving that. In your testimony, you told the court, "No one told me anything about the incident." Furthermore, you testified that you had seen nothing. Yet you knew that Mr. Latouche had been shot. How could you have known? Ain't looking so hot for you, Lemawar. Lemawar! You aren't hiding something from this court, I hope. That sweet song of hers is sounding a little too sweet. Now I remember. Please, allow me to add to my testimony. Why should we? You've been lying out of your ass. Of course. All we want to know is the truth. She looks kind of pale, huh? She saw something, I know it. Even the victim said so. I saw bullet holes in the wall and knew Mr. Latouche had been shot. Huh? Oh, what is this, Skyrecon? Apollo, is this evidence? Okay, but how would she... Hold on. I need to look at the diagram again. This is what I'm thinking. Because she wouldn't see it if it was just peeking in, right? Maybe I might be stretching with this. Like maybe she was able to see, but it looks like it might have been blocked off. I might be reaching with this one.
Objection!
Lemawar, they call you the siren of the ballad. But lies are hardly becoming of such a creature. A put down worthy of our prosecutor, Mr. Justice. Such put downs are hardly becoming of you, Apollo. Stop polishing your forehead and start polishing your character, huh? Come on, can I be cool for once? Oh, what is this the evidence? You know what? That's going on. That's going on the fridge. This is fridge worthy. Good meme. No more Miles Edgeworth ball slurping. Actually, I will keep the Edgeworth ball slurping, but cover the actual goal. Come on, can I be cool for once? Observe the diagram. Lemawar, you looked in from the door for just a moment. Correct? Yes, that is so. There were bullet holes in the room, yes? But they were in the wall the door is on. Eh? You see? Assuming you merely glanced into the room, you couldn't have seen those bullet holes. Right. Yorg! Lamoir. Yes. I'm afraid the defense have raised a good point. It appears you have been holding back something. And I must tell you? I must tell you what it is that I saw? Yes. The happenings in this trial are being recorded. I'm certain it will be on the news in Virginia. You understand your reputation is at stake. It falls to you to avoid tarnishing it. Is Virginia the same language that was in Miles' Edgeworth investigation? Personally speaking, I still believe that cross-examining her will yield us absolutely nothing. It's one of them, I think, yeah. I had a feeling it sounded familiar. Even though I'm pretty sure it's not a real language. But she knew how Mr. Latouche died. Cause like there were two of them, yeah, Virginia and I can't remember. And he named her as a witness. You must have seen something, Lamoir. Oh, Codopian? Oh. Very well. Lamoir, please continue your testimony. Very well, I shall. Wait, what lies are you gonna spill this time? What I saw too. I was on my way from the stage to the backstage exit. There was something like a little window there. That's how I saw it. Huh? There were two shots. I couldn't do anything to stop it. But it wasn't Machi. It was a grown person. I know it was. Oh, okay. Maybe she's actually telling the truth. So you did witness the crime. And the killer was a grown person, you say? Ugh, this is my first time hearing this, I assure you. What is this, Twy? I will keep the Edgeworth ball slurping. It is clearly very important for playing Apollo justice. Nice play, Herr Forehead. Very well, Herr, Mr. Justice. You may begin your cross-examination. Great going, Apollo. You're right about Lamoir. Oh, what's wrong? You don't look too happy. Yeah, why was she hiding all this? This whole thing smells fishy. That's what's wrong. Hmm? Like she's setting up for something.
Hold it!
So you were heading towards the dressing room? Yes. So this is a little before she opened the dressing room door and dropped her brooch. About the same time Emma and I heard those shots. I was on my way back.
Hold it!
But Elio, cute girls would never commit crimes. Excuse me? Yeah, I was about to be like, Dahlia? Alita? Twy? Are you for real? Pulls up all the Danganronpa girls that have committed crimes? Are you sure? What exactly is something like a little window? Are you calling me a cute girl and a criminal? Maybe. I've never seen you before. You might just be a cute girl. Maybe you're so cute, that's why you can't get any maidens. Yes, well, they're all like, oh damn, I can't date Twy, he's too cute. Window is the best word I know in English. Suffering from success. Eulocopium, that's just it. I think that is how it is said, yes. You need not worry, Lamoir. Your choice of words is impeccable. There is a small window in the dressing room in question. Perhaps the defense remembers this detail Has Bun Bun experienced Oreo Slurpee? I have not. I haven't experienced any of the Oreo Coca-Cola stuff right now. I haven't been outside in like months. Well, no, I have been outside. I just don't go outside very often. They don't want to be the MC from My Boyfriend Can't Be This Cute, also known as Ore Kare. Do not correct me. I said what I said. Oh, thank you for the head pats. Oh, my head pats didn't go. There we go. Perhaps the defense remembers this detail. That little window on the wall. I saw the crime from there. Sounds a little too convenient. You're certain you heard 2 shots fired? Like, I'm glad that you're not saying it was Machi that did it. But... yes, quite certain. I was on my way to the backstage exit. It had to have been that one magician dude. This is when I heard a faint sound like a gunshot. Honestly, that wouldn't sound like a bad premise for a light novel. My boyfriend can't be this cute. I mean, we already got My Little Sister Can't Be This Cute. Why not? It's a lot better than that. Wondering what it had been, I peered through the window. The Coke-flavored Oreos taste like those Haribo gummy colas to me. Huh. I remember I didn't really like those very much. I wonder if I wouldn't like it, but I love Oreos. So I think it might make up for it. That is when I heard the second gunshot much closer. Hopefully they'll still be around once I get my apocalypse money. Because I think my apocalypse money doesn't come in until like near the end of next month. Ugh. I don't want to think about it. And there were 2 bullet holes at the scene. No contradictions so far. At least it would be worth it, too. It all happened on the other side of that window. There was nothing I could do. But it wasn't Machi, that's good. I said I'd pay for your Oreos, you silly. It wasn't Machi who shot. Are you sure? Oh, sorry. I mean, at least us playing Apocalypse will be worth it, too. Yes, quite certain. It amuses me that you would question her testimony. It is testimony in your favor. Isn't it my job to object? Yeah, Paula, what were you thinking? I just like pressing everything, sorry. Trucy, let's just listen to what Lamawar has to say. Can you tell me how you were so sure? Yes, of course. You see, as a grown person. A grown person? That's a little vague. I'm sorry. I did not click on those barely clad women for nothing. I would have said tap, but I realized the weird phrasing. My skill with your language is lacking, I know. Certainly. You could at least see whether the shooter was male or female. It was a man. A young man. And you're sure of that? Yes, his voice is quite clear. Voice? Are you talking about me? Looking at this diagram, it seems the dressing room was quite cluttered. It does seem likely that you wouldn't have had a clear view of the shooter. As a singer, I rely more on my ears than my eyes. When I hear a voice, I do not forget it. That voice was the voice of a man. It was a man, a young man. I mean, there's literally no other woman than you involved, so a safe thing to say. You're just saying it's not Trucy or Emma. So, you heard a voice, but wait. Couldn't that have been the victim, Mr. Latouche? Hey, quick, let's go play Clavier's band theme and see if she recognized the voice from his band members. Absolutely not. Did I not just say that I do not forget a voice? If it was Mr. Latouche who spoke, I would have known. Did the voice have a German accent? Producer, oh, Clavio is the only one singing. Dang it. Indeed. So you were at the window and you heard the shooter's voice. The voice of a young man. Well, this time Lamoir was singing, I guess. I guess it wouldn't really be anyone that we've met so far, so it's probably the Magician Man. Apollo, this is a good testimony. I'll never say no to playing Guilty Love. That proves it wasn't Machi. Indeed. If this turns out to be true, it would cast this case in a considerably different light. What is the defense's opinion of this testimony? I don't know if I should say it's pretty good. I don't know. I feel like we're missing something. Well, it pains me to say this. There's something about Lamoir's testimony that rings false. Bravo, hair forehead. You're colder than I thought. I'm sure you remember what the problem is as well as I do, Gavin. Agreed. Lamoir is pretty. Yeah, it's too loud to hear anything, right? As has been established, no grown man could pass through that air vent. He couldn't have fled the scene of the crime. So it had to have been him leaving the door and not Lamoir. But that means Lamoir has to be lying. I know. And I know it's bad for our case, but I can't shut my eyes to this. Maybe she was, like, in on it, but, like, maybe she doesn't like the guy. And so, like, she still has to, like, carry out the crime, but maybe set it up to make Magician Man look bad? That's my theory. My game theory. Believe me, the idea was tempting. It is as Hair Forehead says. Because I want to believe she actually cares about Machi. And doesn't want to set him up. If she is, like, an accomplice. You're not a game. You're Elio Laffy. That's just a theory. An Elio theory. Thanks for watching. Yet, this is not the only contradiction within her testimony. Well, what next? What's he talking about? Lamoir, I understand why you would want to protect Machi. Yet remember, you are the siren of the ballet. And lies do not become such a creature. What does the prosecution mean? Apollo, what's he talking about? How come no one bats an eye when he says stuff like that? I recall the state of the crime scene quite well. The state of the room? Yes, and when the murder took place, that window was closed. I find it hard to believe you could hear a voice through it. What? But I'm sure. Lamoir, I have nothing but the highest regard for your musical sense. But my opinion of you as a witness was somewhat lesser.
Objection!
But she's the only eyewitness we have.
Objection!
We need to do more investigating. So you say. And the victim named her the siren as the witness? That's right. That's what Mr. Latouche. We heard your claim. We even entertained the possibility, and it brought us to this. Herr Judge. Yes? The prosecution requests that the witness be excused. Please. I'm afraid I must honor the prosecution's request. There's indeed a question of the witness's credibility. Okay, so we're at a standstill now, right? So we're investigating. But if Lamoir can't testify, then we don't have a chance of proving Machi's innocence. This cross-examination is over. Prosecutor Gavin. You may continue making your case. Dunk. Is it dink? Dunk. I think it's dunk, right? I may be part German, but I don't know shit about German. Now, where were we? Yeah, it's not dank. Dunk. Ah, yes. I would like to hear from Fräulein Detective again.
Objection!
Fräulein. Wait! Let me hear Lemoire's testimony one last time. But the cross-examination is already over. Until such a time as a need arises, this witness may leave the stand.
I'm sorry I could not be of more assistance.
Oh no. At last, back to the real trial. Ready, hair, forehead. Ugh, I hope I didn't just miss my only chance. Fräulein Detective, how far have we gotten until we were so rudely interrupted? Don't ask me! I dislike saying the same thing twice. And I never repeat a song for an encore. If you would, Mrs. Sky.
I believe I was saying that the only way Mr. Latouche's killer could have escaped.
It sounds like Danky? Danke? Is it Danke? Danke?
Was through that air vent on the ceiling.
Danke? Yeah, the letter A is very strong. Danke. Ah, yes, there is only one door in the room. And a witness, you, was standing in front of it.
Thank you. Thank you guys for the help. Ich liebe dich. That air vent isn't very big, see?
Except for you, Twy, you Dunkopf.
Kind of limits the people who could possibly get through.
I certainly would have a difficult time. Yeah, she's got really nice glasses. She looks like she'd be fun to cosplay because it's nice and comfy, but also really pretty. This is why I make fun of you for Milfy you. Well, there we go. We got even this time.
You sure would. Not that you would have been there in the first place, though. Remember, the whole backstage area was off limits to people not involved with the concert. The only one who meets the conditions of our killer is the defendant.
A virtuoso performance. I couldn't have put it better myself. She does state a clear case. Though, reading the report, something caught my eye. Oh, what's that? The circumstances of the defendant's arrest.
The circumstances? Again? Hey, that's right, Apollo! Remember when we found Machi? That was bizarre!
She's right. Her outfit is like how modern Pokemon portrays their professor style. She really does look like she'd be a Pokemon professor. You're so right, Kamada. Why did Mr. Latouche's body disappear from that room? And end up on top of the stage tower? Holding a guitar, no less. Emma Sky, I choose you! That's her true calling. She's not a forensics or detective. She's a Pokemon professor. A perceptive observation, Judge. Thanks. It's kind of an accident, really. But you work in this job long enough. You get a nose for things.
The judge sure seems pleased with himself.
Very good, Fräulein. Detective. Perhaps you can tie it all together for us. Water types are strong against fire types, scientifically. Emma, probably. He looks like he'd be from Castlevania. I can kinda see where you're going with that. Why was the body moved? And how does that lead us to the killer? He's got that Castlevania drip.
I believe Machi stole the body because of some lyrics. He moved the body to match Lamoir's song. No one in this country has a motive to kill the victim. And Machi practically left his signature at the crime. All of this evidence clearly points to the defendant.
Okay, but... Huh? Lamoir's song? Yes, the guitar serenade. Hold on. Does it? You stole away the keys. Burn my life away like a bullet of what? Take my life away all the way. I don't know if the lyrics specifically say like take him away. I don't know. You notice it's code too, did you not? Code? Wait. So I thought it was gonna be like a I thought it was gonna be like a cipher where you go from like the first letter down. So, but no, I'm wrong. It's code. All the events that day followed the lyrics to our song. First, the key my heart held on to so tightly were stolen. He looks loosely like a Genya Arikado Alucard from Dawn of Sorrow, but blonde instead of black hair? Let me look that up. He kinda does. Just a little bit. Man, this guy's real pretty. He definitely... I could definitely see it if you were to say, like, his brother, though, for sure. Oh, yeah. A time Alucard race faked as Japanese. And then, Prosecutor Gavin's guitar burst into flames on stage. Mr. Latusse's life was taken by a bullet. The rest hardly needs explanation. Oh, I think it does actually, Clavier. Please. Guitar, guitar, up together to the sky. Oh, I see. So that's why... But why would he need to put the body on it? Just put the guitar up there. Why bring a dead body with it? That's mad. It's like a story out of some fairy tale. I admit, I'd forgotten about the song. But there it is now, waiting for me. The grand finale, as it were.
Hey, you know I was the one who first noticed that.
I've heard of jumping rope to songs and counting to songs. But killing? It's a wild world out there, Herr Judge. Very well. We've heard one song and dance, let's get on to the next, the cross-examination. I'm not so sure I'm gonna be doing much singing. Alright, let's see. The missing body. Okay, so she's not doing it. Well, obviously she has nothing to lie about. Who would steal a body just to match some lyrics?
I didn't believe it myself, but it can't just be a coincidence.
It is as Fraulein Detective says. Let us begin with the first verse, if you would, Fraulein Detective.
What? You want me to sing it?
You are the witness, yeah? Or did you want me to sing? I warn you, my fee as a vocalist is not trivial. Oops. There we go.
Fine. Let's look at the first part of the lyric, shall we?
Oh, this is just gonna repeat everything.
When you stole away the keys, my heart held on to so tight.
Indeed. My favorite heart-shaped keyring was stolen that morning.
Next, we go to the right page of the lyrics sheet, where we find burning on in my heart, fire, burn my love away, all away.
The fucking 3D model! As we know, Prosecutor Gavin's guitar caught on fire. Like a bullet of love, fire. Take my life away. Oh wait, hope you like hearing it. Oh boy. At least we got to see 3D Gavin again.
Mr. Latus's life was taken by a bullet. Bravo, Fraulein Detective. Your singing is not bad. Now for the finale. Guitar, guitar, up together to the sky. As it says in the lyrics, Mr. Latus was found with a guitar, high in the sky over the stage. Okay, but why was Machi passed out? No series of coincidences could be so well conceived. He's right, scientifically speaking. What would Waki have said? That concert was whack. It's hard to argue when she pouts her heart into it, or pours her heart into it like that. It's hard to argue when she pouts at us like that. Anyway, the shooter. That was a very long line of dialogue. Does the prosecution have any idea why he'd do all this? You want my scientific opinion? No clue. But he clearly had a reason to go through all that trouble. Some deep reason. A deep reason? Not only did she steal my keys, he torched my guitar. Unforgivable acts, even if he had a reason. And worse if he had none. This is why you should not be the one up to stand being the prosecutor, buddy. You're way too emotionally invested in this case. Diva's complaints aside, I can't imagine someone doing this on just a whim. Fraulein Detective, I take offense at that description. Indeed, it does seem too well rehearsed, shall we say. Yes, this crime was planned for sure. Are you sure about that? But Mr. Latus spoke English. He may have come to this country before. I looked into that, I assure you. Oh. It was his first time in the country, it seems. Well, hey, maybe someone else here is visiting from Virginia. Apparently, he learned English on his own. Death penalty, but Prosecutor Gavin, we just proved it was self-defense. Great. You see, no one here had a motive to kill him, and certainly not in such an elaborate fashion. It does seem difficult to imagine. Unless our famous prosecutor did it as a publicity stunt. What did you say? Prosecutor Gavin, you did this to promote your song? That was all you! That's why you're blaming it on the child? Of course not, and I am quite dismayed by the ludicrous nature of her claim. Why would I need promotion? Everyone already listens to my music. Even in my textbook at school. Dang, really? I never heard of them. What does that say about me? That you're a boomer? I was just kidding. Don't get all worked up, Glimmer Boy. What do you mean by his signature? Oh yeah, I am able to do switch models. So yeah, if you want to redeem it, I can switch to whatever model you want. What do you mean by his signature? The bullet holes in the wall, of course. Okay, which one do you want? Do you want the rose one or the space one? Here, so here is the space one. IDK, I don't know the models. Space? Okay, we'll go with space then. There we go. Oh, shit. Don Quixote got automatically put on. There we go. Space. Okay, we'll do the space model then. Violet aperture. Dun, 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 dun. The bullet holes in the wall, of course. Space is very starry, yeah.
Very, very fitting for my username.
The bullet holes. Oh, what is this? Is this Thunderclash split attack? Oh, let me move myself down a bit. There we go. Bunny ears! Fuck, how he know? You just come in after a while and just post in an image, huh? What? We made a combo! The revolver was fired twice. One shot missed and left a hole in the wall. And that means what exactly? I did that with the last meme. That dressing room isn't exactly spacious. Picture the shooter facing off with the victim in there.
Was that what... The last one you did was the one I fell for, though, isn't it?
We can't have been more than 5 feet apart. Objection. You made a case?
What is this? Hold on. Let me window capture this. Oh, the last one was the one that's on the fridge, Elliot. Oh, I thought Skycon did one earlier, before the fridge one. Maybe I'm mixing you up with someone else. Oh, where is it? There it is. Let me just hide this for a second. I demand the death penalty for this outrageous crime. Prosecutor Gavin, need I remind you that we proved this was self-defense. Please don't try to get my client killed for your guitar. Good shit. God, I remember when I made like an objection.lol little thing about like, it was something about Shinsukimi and like Barn and stuff. I know I have a video of it on my YouTube. It was so long ago. Oh, it was taking our tweets from a Twitter argument about me needing my my maid certificate still, like if it was still valid for me.
Oh, hi there, Semi. Hello. How you doing today? I saw your internet went out earlier. Is it okay now? It can't have been more than 5 feet apart. It'd be difficult, almost impossible to miss at that range. Oh, thank you for the sub! It's okay now? Oh, good. I'm glad. Well, thank you so much for the sub. I did do 2 CSA before the fridge meme. Okay, see. So that's why I was on high alert. Because you got me once earlier today. Difficult to miss, you say? Very. Assuming the shooter could properly aim. No, you can't be serious. Oh, because he's blind? Mochi, he can't see. That's why he missed? It's the only explanation that makes sense. You are reaching, Emma. He used sound and other senses to fire the gun. Poorly. That reminds me, the monitor in that room is blaring at the time, yeah? Hardly ideal conditions for tracking my sound. Okay, I think I already know what I need to say. I need to be like, this gun is really hard to handle. A blind shooter. No wonder he missed. I knew those bullet holes would come back to haunt me. Yes, the blind 10-year-old fired the heavy-duty gun poorly. Let's roast him. Exactly. It doesn't make sense. These people are so dumb. Which I do not raise an objection, obviously. You You guys are so mean to this kid. Sure, there were bullet holes left in the wall, but that doesn't prove the shooter couldn't see.
Oh no, Apollo, that's not what I meant for you to go with this line of thinking. The shooter is blind.
Oh, how so? Objection. Bullying, Your Honor.
Well, there could have been a struggle with the victim. Are you saying the shooter is blind? Isn't he blind? That's certainly possible. Well, I guess Machi is blind. But Elio, you want to prove that? Yeah, I want to defend him. Right. Well, see, I wanted the line of reasoning to be going into it would be impossible for Machi to even shoot in the first place twice because the gun is so heavy duty. Not call him the shooter. True. And it might have been the revolver's fault. There we go. That's the line of thinking I want you to be on. The revolver. The revolver was a very large caliber, correct? If the shooter wasn't used to firing such a large weapon, why, it could dislocate their shoulder. Exactly. The defendant, Machi Tobai, is, as you can see, tiny. He's small. It's not so hard to picture him firing the gun and missing entirely. The kickback alone would throw off his aim. You're not helping, Apollo! A convincing argument, to be sure. Take that, smug prosecution. Apollo, you idiot.
Apollo?
Huh? What?
That bit about Machi being tiny and the gun throwing off his aim, aren't you kind of, admitting that he did it?
Yeah! Apollo, you idiot!
Oh.
It's not matter why he missed. Brother, Elio. You have no right to say that. Oi. What matters is that the shooter was, without a doubt, the defendant. Mr. The shooter is blind. Listen, I didn't want him to focus on the fact that the shooter is blind or not. I wanted him to focus on the fact that the gun would be hard to aim. Even the defense seems to agree on that point. Cripes, I really put my foot in it this time. But let's get the facts of the matter on the record. If you would, Fraulein Detective. Very well. The witness will add this to her testimony.
Right. From the state of the crime scene, I conclude the shooter was blind.
Uh-huh. You can't say he was blind just because of those bullet holes in the wall. I think I've proven that.
I wouldn't call it proof per se.
Huh? You merely raised a possibility. Okay, but like, objection! Machi has no dislocated shoulder. Case closed. Exactly! That's why this whole line of questioning is so dumb. Machi couldn't have done it. He's a little child. The gun is heavy duty. They say it might dislocate your shoulder, and he fired twice. He would have had a dislocated shoulder. That's one gripe people have with Serenade. Yeah, it's so dumb. It's so dumb. Fraulein Detective has made a most logical conjecture based upon the evidence. Of course, there's more evidence than just bullet holes. The defendant was the only one who could have escaped through the air vent. The police really want... This blind kid is definitely our ruthless killer who used this heavy-duty gun. For real.
Objection!
No one questioned it. Everyone's just like, oh yeah, he's blind, so it makes sense why he'd miss. But wait, if he was blind, how would he know about the air vent in the first place? That's another thing too. Yeah, how would he know that? Ah, very good point. Well, Fraulein Detective, if you would care to explain. Objection. Y'all dumb. For real. Hey there, Phoenix. Hope you have a good night or morning or day.
He certainly seems sure of himself. Recall the crime scene if you would. There was a stepladder below the air vent. As it happens, maintenance was scheduled for that day. Custodial staff went around checking all the air vents.
I can't believe Phoenix joined Twitch after getting disbarred.
I don't believe it. Everyone backstage was told about the maintenance.
It's not a ladder, it's a— oh wait, he said step ladder.
Including Machi Tabai. He would have known that there would be a way out at the top of that stepladder.
Hiya, Elio! Hiya, Phoenix!
But that's... why is this the first time I'm hearing about this?
Nice seeing ya, Phoenix.
You could have figured it out for yourself. You only needed to consider what that stepladder was doing there. Looks like the defense's objection has been squished by a stepladder. Well, hair forehead. Out of ammunition, perhaps? Oh no, I ain't ever out of ammunition. I put in the cheat code. I've never seen Prosecutor Gavin so aggressive, except for that one time in bed. Maybe he's caught the scent of blood.
Apollo, don't you have something? Anything? You know what we need? We need something to prove the killer could see. Oh, hi there, Festum. Welcome.
I won't bonk you, but only because that also came to mind.
I'll put him in his place. No, it's nice seeing you. Aww.
Proving the shooter was sighted would do it. That would take down one of their central points. Do I have any evidence that can prove that, though? Prove that the killer could see? Let me see. Do we have anything that could prove that? Point the gun to the judge, an easy win. So true. I don't know what evidence to present. I accept the prosecution's challenge. As I knew you would, hair forehead. What exactly am I up against here? The prosecution is saying the shooter missed because they couldn't see. Therefore, Machi, who's blind, did it. The defense will please present their evidence. Evidence that overturns the prosecution's claim that the shooter couldn't see. Oh god. Oh, is it this? Because they, like, obscured his writing? So that means they'd have to have seen it? Maybe? Maybe it's that. This is that evidence. Yeah, let's go. The photograph of this crime scene. Yeah, because the name that he was written in was smudged up. But if Machi couldn't see, he wouldn't see that he was even writing anything. I don't care much for the smirk on Prosecutor Gavin's face. This is no time to think twice. Time to press on. In Hokuto no Ken, this was never a problem. They just punch people. Yes, Your Honor. The crime scene. There's something in here that decisively contradicts the prosecution's point. Maybe the killer went, "I'll close my eyes when shooting," to make it look like it's Machi. Apollo's theme is so nice. I wouldn't even think that they would suspect Machi. I would just be like, oh, they would be too dumb to suspect Machi of it. I'd try and frame, like, I don't know, Lamawar instead. Then maybe you'd best show us that something. Why couldn't they have just missed because it was hard to shoot? Exactly!
Get your finger out of the breeze and put it to good use, yeah?
Apollo's theme is so nice, but still not even my favorite theme of the game. Well, trilogy. Ooh.
Yeah, this theme is super good. I don't know if I like this more than Phoenix's theme or not. I'd have to re-listen to Phoenix's theme. Very well. Show us what you're talking about, Mr. Justice. Did Gavin ask Apollo to put his fingers to good use? Oh, I'll put him up your ass, Gavin. You better watch out. Yeah, it's this.
The writing.
The contradiction is right here. Hey y'all, it's me, Machi. Note left at the crime scene. Can he even write in English?
The smeared bloodstains.
I thought it was just my blurry vision. But it really was blurry. Judge, are you sure you should be the judge if you can't even properly see the evidence right in front of you? I think you should maybe give someone else the judge position. The way the victim's hand is raised above his head. Why is Emma shocked? I guess she was so convinced it was the child. Looks like a gesture I've seen many times in this court.
Me theme. Yeah, your theme's really good, Phoenix. It's almost as if he wrote something. Aha! I get it. At least, I think I get it.
Get what, Fraulein?
When Mr. Latours was shot, he tried to write something.
They did that. He didn't know the difference between his regular vision and that text. Yeah. Pack it up, Judge. You gotta stop being a judge, bro.
And what would he write but the shooter's name?
After Furio Tigre case, the judge doesn't surprise me anymore. Yeah, this judge needs to retire, for real.
And what would he write it in but his own blood? Pretty good, huh?
Thanks for making my point for me. Is he even a judge and not someone who just wandered in? You know, you might be onto something there, Phoenix. Yes, in fact, that's what I think happened here. That does seem to be a distinct possibility.
The victim wrote the killer's name. It's certainly a logical conclusion. Twat, I just wish it wasn't all rubbed out like that.
Of course it's rubbed out. Why, if I were a killer, I certainly wouldn't want to leave my own name behind. Neither would I. So you admit that you're the killer. No one has anything else to say. Do you guys realize how dumb you guys are being? About what? So, the prosecution accepts this? You better. Or else y'all dumb. Wait, so the assistant of Mr. Wright wasn't changing randomly sizes? You agree this was the victim making an attempt to record the name of the killer? And that the killer tried to rub the name out? Oh, what's your point? That it couldn't have been someone that's blind, idiot. What's my point? Let me ask you this. How did the killer know the victim was writing their name?
Well, Mr. Latours was writing something in blood. Once the killer saw what it was
Exactly, you dummy. Wait. The killer is confirmed. Once he saw what it was? But what did you just testify about the shooter?
I said they were blind.
Ah! Y'all are so stupid! Yet the crime scene itself contradicts that. This is some 11037 shit. The killer had to have been able to see. Why would they rub out the name in blood otherwise? Are they stupid? May I remind the court that the defendant, Machi Tabai, is blind. He couldn't have been the shooter. They're impressively dubbed. Yeah, it's for real? Impossible! Order! 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 Prosecutor Gavin, Please explain to me what all this means? I mean, looking at this photo, seems quite clear that the shooter could see. Yet, up until now, it seems I owe the court an apology. The Gaviners are a band with law enforcement ties, yet a murder occurred. During our concert, apparently this caused some confusion over jurisdiction. Are you gonna apologize for being a dumbass? As a result, some reports were not filed in an entirely timely manner. I'm not sure I like the vibe I'm getting here.
Hey, Apollo, look at him. Why is Prosecutor Gavin all relaxed and smiling like that?
I still want them to be guilty, so nah.
Like he knows something we don't, and he's about to tell us.
I've got an idea. Let's rock! With these documents, but before that, again, are they really stupid? Or should I say, who is they? I have a question for the Fraulein detective. If I may. Clavier's theme is top tier. It really is. Like when it gets into that part that's like... Yeah, this part, I love this part of the song.
What?
Tell me, why do you think that Machi Tobai is blind? Oh no, he's gonna pull out the he's not actually blind card. Huh? What did he say?
What are you saying? Of course he's blind.
Of course.
He's the blind pianist, right? So he's... Doesn't Lamoire lead him around by the hand all the time?
No way. I have a report here on the defendant, Machi Tobai. According to this, Machi Tobai can see perfectly well.
What?
Machi's anatomy has been updated. Uh-oh. His blindness was merely a publicity ploy by those clever Borginians. He can see quite well.
Objection!
But you said... What did I say exactly? See, I'm not a bad guy for making a blind joke about Machi. He's not actually blind. I don't know, Twy. Hair forehead. Not once in the course of this trial have I claimed the defendant was blind. He's gonna throw a tennis ball at Machi. He's gonna have a tennis Machi. The only one who did was Fraulein detective. Clavier's not stupid. The police is though. But that's a significant fact, yes. Consider Machi Tobai sees. He was the only one who could have fled through the air vent. I see no problems with this.
But what about the bullet holes in the wall?
Yes, the bullet holes. I believe Hair Forehead neatly explained those for us. He didn't miss because he couldn't see. Oh, he missed because the gun's hard to handle. Oh, shit. It was the kickback from the .45 caliber revolver. A simple accident, in other words. Ugh. How's that? I mean, you're honestly spitting facts, sir. I'm afraid your objection has just flown off for brighter skies. Clavier is the only prosecutor that makes the police work. Yeah, Clavier is really cool. Ugh. This is where the real fun begins, Hair Forehead. Ugh. I love that expression. How do people not like Gavin? Can we please get a break? Can I please get a donut? I knew you didn't have what it took. You jerk! Just what was I in here for? Comic relief? Godot was like, oh god, arrest that person. I go to make a coffee.
Yeah, apologize.
Oh, sorry. That's no way to apologize. Saying good the trucy now. Watch out. If we can please end the bickering now. Godot is a good character, but a terrible prosecutor, not gonna lie. So true. Who lets that guy throw like scalding hot coffee at people, by the way? He should have got arrested for that. And not a great person either. Really?
Whatever, I'm not leaving. Francisca, whip.
Yeah, but that could give like 3rd-degree burns. Could be like a McDonald's court case right there.
Whatever, I'm not leaving. I can't leave like this. I'll come up with some clue to solving this case if it kills me.
But your testimony has already given us enough to convict the defendant.
What's your opinion about Minecraft with friends? Minecraft with friends is really good. I'm actually planning to do a Minecraft stream next week with some friends. And it'll be on the community server, so other people can join in.
Elio whips can rip out flesh. Oh, true.
Don't say that.
What?
This blood stain.
He did what now?
The criminal tried to wipe it off, right?
Francisca's whips are equal kisses for her. Damn. She's showing her love through her whip. Seems to be what happened, yes. Yeah, you can never hurt someone with a whip. It'd be fun. Just played with mine today. Ooh, nice. Yeah, we did like a nice little beach scenery. What was it? Was it last week that we did that? It was really fun. And I think next time we do it, we're gonna be doing Pokemon sprites in the game. I wanna do +1 mining. We might be able to find out what was really written there. I forgot to ask to get that info to join MC. Oh yeah, I can give it to you on the Discord. Really? You can do that? Well, you gotta work on Mogholm. Oh yeah.
That's right, with this. It's called luminol. Maybe you know of it? It's a chemical that reacts to blood.
Yeah, I use this stuff all the time in Trauma Team. Ah yes, have we done those tests yet?
As if I'm gonna tell you.
Jack Garland has his gay-ass chaos claws in my brain. Yeah, I've been seeing you playing that game a lot. The blood stains covered a section of the carpet. In order to perform blood tests, that section was removed and submitted. Perhaps we should request it here in court now. Ah yes, I'm a prosecutor. I have to know.
Right, go for it, Apollo.
If you decide you want to build something and do no research onto what materials you need before you run 2,000 blocks away from where all of our shit is, I will kill you. I'm doing it in creative mode, so it don't matter. Huh? I have to do the test? I want Astos and Jack to kiss. I mean, they basically already kiss with their fists.
You just have to spray the luminol on it. Simple.
A chemical that reacts to blood. I've heard of this somewhere.
Yeah, in Trauma Team.
I remember I put this on a door and then I found like this lady was like using her nails to scratch out a door until her nails bleed. That was painful. Yes, I believe an analysis is called for. Have at it. I'm the analysis. I'm the pro.
Right, ready? It's easy as pie.
What next line, Emma? You know that this gavel can be used for putting on verdicts in CSI? I remember using it a lot in Trauma Team. That's how I always remember luminol. Cause like every time you go into a new area, like the very first thing you want to do is spray everything with luminol.
Just press space to spray an area.
Oh god, I really want to play Trauma Team, but doing Wii games is really tough.
Here, give it a try.
The eyes of the entire court are focused on me. They kiss their fists before they start swinging. Yeah, dear lawyer, do the job for me. I'm lazy.
Apollo, your hand's shaking.
Let's do it. A code? That looks like numbers. IPX314206? Wow, it really worked. Ouch, that makes my fingernails hurt. Oh! Astos is a dark elf from Final Fantasy 1, and they made him twinky and gay as hell, and he's basically the love interest because Sarah is just there, so hets have an option.
This must be the power of science.
The scientific division of police is busy to clean Blue Badger. It says IPXX314206. Okay, so it's not someone's name, it's a code for something. Is that the killer's name? It's their username on Minecraft. Maybe it is. If the killer was a robot. I have it. So, what is it? I thought those letters IPXX looked familiar. That is an Interpol ID number. Oh, maybe it's that other guy from the band. Oh wait, no, Interpol. So that's not the police. This is like international. Huh. So it's someone that came in internationally. Why is she shocked? She had to do the investigations. Can we rehire Gumshoe? Yeah, I miss Gumshoe. Where is he at? Interpol? You mean the International Police Agency? Yes, most are undercover agents working to solve international crimes. But why would he write that number? Maybe that's the only thing he saw to give an indication of who killed him? He's wrong. It's Minecraft. Why would Mr. Latouche even know a number like that? Probably because he saw it on the guy that shot him, maybe? And maybe he has really good memory? I don't know. Good show, Fraulein Detective. Rock on. Well, I have a theory. Oh?
Eh?
Your Honor, we can verify this number immediately. Adarian, are you there? Come up to the witness stand. Yeah, because Gumshoe totally knows how to use them. You saying he don't? Have you ever seen Gumshoe try? I think not. Maybe he is skilled at liminal. You never know. He might be the best detective ever. I think he's the best detective ever, at least. Yes, I'm saying that. Darian, you heard what we need. Gumshoe applied for being a prosecutor, so he earns big money, and he doesn't have to do nothing. And yet all he gets paid is peanuts. That's sad. Go check into this Interpol ID number. I was not being subtle. Sure thing. Give me 30 minutes. No, give me 27. I'm not sure what to think of all this. The prosecution's case is airtight, or so it seems. Yet, if this number is really that of an Interpol agent... Oh wait, I know. What if Machi Tabai is really an undercover Interpol... How the fuck is a 10-year-old an undercover Interpol agent? Huh? This one first time scared me with his damn haircut and looking like a JoJo Bizarre Adventure character. That would be a possibility. A possibility, yes. One that would mark him as the killer for certain. Poor child. Yeah, I feel so bad for him. Why did Latouche know an Interpol ID number? That's what I want to know. Well, we have some time while we await Darian's report. Let's work on unraveling another mystery, shall we?
A curious mystery concerning Machi Tabai.
What are you talking about?
A Fraulein detective, please accept my apologies. I received word that the defendant could, in fact, see just before the trial began. It seemed too much of a bother to tell you.
Yeah, say that he's blind and us proof that he's blind gets him seen as guilty. Say that he's not blind. You would win either way.
You had me until the last bit.
Had him in the first half, not gonna lie.
Does this not raise a rather straightforward question?
Became Interpol agent for summer homework.
Well, sure. Why did Machi pretend he couldn't see?
Exactly. It makes little sense.
What do you think, Hair Forehead?
Because it's part of his image, right?
Huh, me?
Machi Tabai pretended he was blind. Do you know why?
Because he's known as the blind pianist, right? How could he know? Oh, wait. Prosecutor Gavin knows why, doesn't he?
He's known from the start of the trial. He's been leading us on this whole time.
Something wrong? Do you think perhaps this is all some kind of game? Know that the moment I heard that report, I knew why.
For working in Interpol, only blind people are in Interpol. Just like how all aircraft piloters have to be colorblind.
I suppose people who have sold over 1 million records really are something else.
What does that have to do with anything?
There was a reason why Machi Tabai pretended to be blind. But it wasn't for his own sake.
Getting the picture out to cover for someone else? Wasn't for himself?
Well, Mr. Justice?
What, was he covering for La Mémoire or something?
Can you present evidence that shows us why the defendant had to feign blindness?
Machi had no reason to pretend he couldn't see. Which means, no, it couldn't be.
Good show, Hair Forehead.
Oh, hi there, Dr. Smog. Thank you for the hat. Oh, wrong thing. Thank you for the hat tats.
It seems you've thought of something.
Why can't I figure these things out on my own? He's covering the judge. Oh, thank you for the follow, Festum24. I hope you enjoy it here. Thank you. I hate having to take my cues from this guy. Very well. Look at this. Enter blind pole. This is why he was pretending he couldn't see. Let me see. It's not anything in these lyrics. Why did he have to pretend to be blind? Sightseeing music? Is it that?
Take that!
That is La Mémoire. La Mémoire and Machi Tabai. Recall their relationship. In particular, their unique arrangement over the years before visiting our country.
La Mémoire and her pianist. They would always walk together, she leading him by the hand. Wait, is she blind? Even when they got on stage, she would lead him to the piano. She would walk all the way over there with him. That's right, because he was blind. Huh. She led him at all times, never letting him go. I became an Interpol agent at 12. Here's how I did it. I became blind. All times, Yet, we've just learned something that makes their arrangement peculiar indeed. Machi could see. Why did they have to keep up the act the whole time? Because she's blind? Well, wasn't it part of their, performance? I think there's a simpler explanation. Machi did not need to be led by the hand at all. That can only mean one thing. Really? Really. It was all the other way around. Yeah, it was her being blind. The one who needed to be led by the hand was Lamoire. Has no sense of this. What's this? So you mean to say that Lamoire is... she's... So... her entire thing saying that she saw people. Can't... Oh my god. Yes, Your Honor. Lamoire is blind. What? Order! 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 This is crazy, Prosecutor Gavin. Is it now? Please shed some sanity on this madness. The defense has made an outrageous claim. Oh, dang. The only thing outrageous I see about the defense is his vast forehead. Hey! Yet I see it is not vast in vain this time. Oh, wait. I think someone just knocked on my door. Hold on. Okay, I guess I must have misheard things. I think it was just my uncle using his cane to go to the bathroom. I became blind. This is how I did it. Ah, so if you're a singer, it's forbidden to be blind. I guess, yeah, I don't know why they would do like the reverse thing. Weird. He's quite correct. Hold on. But that makes no sense. Yeah, wasn't she supposed to be the landscape painter in sound or something? Because she's blind, that's why. She's a landscape painter in sound because she can't see. So she has to, and that's why her sound is really, why she's really good at picking things up from sound. Because she has to rely on sound. Well, since we have her here, why not ask Lamoire herself? I believe she's still in the witness waiting room. Apollo, what does this mean for our case? Don't ask me. I had no idea she couldn't see. I hadn't even imagined it until now. Bailiff, bring in Lamoire. Lamoire, it pains me deeply to call you before us again in this way. Echolocation. Mommy! And yet I must. And please, do not be concerned on my behalf. Those eyes, she really can't see? Really? It is true. How funny it is that a tiny lie born in the Virginian countryside would one day grow to entangle the entire world. So you are... Yes, as I mentioned before. I have no memory of the time before I became Lamoire. Know, too, that my memories begin in darkness. The word light has no meaning for Lamoire. I see. You may recall me saying something towards the beginning of this trial, Hair Forehead. What's that? I believe I said it was unfortunate this crime had no direct witnesses. Oh, because Lamoire was the witness and she's blind. Ah. Throw a tennis ball to sea for sure. Now, Lamoire, I must ask you to stand once more. Will you testify to the court about your eyes?
Of course. It's never my intention to deceive any of you. May I begin, Your Honor?
Yes, of course. Though I admit, I'm a little lost here. I think we're all a bit lost here, Your Honor. God, I love how sarcastic Apollo is. He seems so much more, like, sarcastic than Phoenix was.
I have no memory of the light. I debuted in the world of darkness and sound. My producer came up with my PR line before he knew this.
Oh.
So, silly as it may sound, I had to pretend I could see. Everyone on my staff knew, of course, but no others.
But this is a murder trial.
I apologize. It was part of my contract, you see. It was to keep my blindness a secret, no matter what. Music is everything for me. I never imagined something like this would.
She told us the truth in the beginning. This is like that one YouTuber that said that, like, he came from, like, another country and that his mom is dead. But, like, his mom is well, alive, and good, and he did not come from the country he said he did. Do love me some sarcasm. She told us the truth in the beginning. When she said she saw nothing. Very well. Does the defense have anything to add? I'd like to cross-examine.
But what is there left to ask?
There's one thing in her testimony that bothered me. Perhaps it is best we let you get it out of your system. Yeah, why would she lie about seeing people if she's blind? Someday you'll come to understand the importance of thinking for yourself. How rude saying cross-examine in front of her. Very well. The defense may proceed. However, be aware this court will not tolerate any questions deemed too stressful for the witness. Okay. There's only one part that bothered me. Let me just ask about that and I'll be happy. Wait, someone said that? That's such a weird thing to lie about. Yeah, they made like a bunch of lies. I think like they lied about their age. They lied about, I think they lied about coming from like Australia or something like that. And then he said that he became like a singer and like his songs were like inspired by like his mom who died or something like that. It's like a whole web of just constant lies that some singer influencer did. Just let me ask about that and I'll be happy. I forgot who it was because I don't care about them. I just watched too many videos on YouTube talking about stuff.
Hold it!
So you don't know why you went blind?
I do not. I may have been born this way, in fact.
It's fruitless to attempt to pry into her past. And I might add, it's a delicate subject. I'm not sure we can reasonably expect Mr. Justice to do anything delicately. Oh, hey! Hey! Why oughta take a deep breath and calm down.
What I am now is all that I have. It is enough, I think.
Are you sure about that?
Hold it!
Weren't you nervous to hit the stage in your condition? He has horns, so Apollo is evil.
No, not at all, surprisingly. It felt natural singing in front of everyone.
It's not something just anyone can do. Just talent, that much is quite clear. He has horns, so Apollo is evil. His hair is his horns. Might even say she's beloved by the gods of music.
Even without light, I live perfectly happy in my world of sound.
You don't want to play the Smash Bros. Story mode?
If that is a talent, as you say, then I think the gods responsible.
What about your PR motto? Bleh.
Hold it!
Okay, but why go through with it after he finds out that you're blind, though? Perhaps your music reminded him of the Virginian scenery?
No, it was quite the opposite.
The opposite?
According to my producer, my music has a certain global quality, like Lady Gaga.
Global, or Hatsune Miku.
Multicultural, if you will. Hard to pin to one region. When people listen to it, they picture the country closest to their hearts. Which is why my music has reached so many. What a lovely story!
Sounds like this producer might have known what he was doing after all. Gangnam Style. Yeah, that too.
My songs are nothing more than a white canvas. To me, the real landscape painters are the listeners. When I think of that, I do not mind how I am represented to the world so much. Yet, one thing quickly led to another.
Okay, but why? Just change your PR. Was that to protect your image as the landscape painter in sound?
That does not matter so much to me, really. But the label is quite concerned about it, I think.
I mean, you can still say that you're a landscape painter who's blind. There have been blind painters before. Hell, there's been painters that paint with their feet.
A landscape painter who can't see. It's like a pianist who can't play, huh?
Not sure you can compare your father to Lamoire.
The world of commercial music is filled with these little white lies. Nothing is sacred when it comes to publicity. Everyone on my staff knew, of course, but no others.
Oh wait, whoops. I suppose that's her confession of sorts. There's one part that bothers me. Okay. I forgot to press the last one.
Hold it!
When you say your staff, do you include Mr. Latouche?
Of course, he was my manager.
So he knew. And that's what's been bugging me. So it wasn't Lamoire, it was Machi. That was the witness, right? Something the matter, Mr. Justice? I believe I know what is bothering our young defense attorney. You're thinking of when you discovered the body, yes?
Is he right, Apollo?
Yes, I was. He's alive. Mr. Latouche, can you hear me? Cold, so cold. Witness. You're cold? Don't worry. You're gonna be fine. Help is on the way. Can't see. Oh, my witness can't see. That's what he meant. Oh. Hang in there, Mr. Latouche. Tell me, who is the witness? The witness is Siren. Mr. Latouche told me to ask the witness, and he named you. Why would he do that? He knew you were blind. I don't know. Tisk. What did I just say? You need to learn to think for yourself. Meaning what? There's no mystery here if you recall everything he said. Think of his last words once more. The witness, Siren? She has ears, yeah. We've heard them many times, along with a little play acting by her defense. She can hear voices and gunshots, and she said she shouldn't forget, the voices that she hears. Stop bullying her, Apollo. Yeah, so mean. We're so mean to blind people in this game. I remember them well myself, but that statement is not to what I refer. I mean what he said before that. Before? Oh, what came before that? Oh! That's right, he tried to tell you. When he said can't see, he wasn't talking about himself. He was talking about the witness. I see. Too bad the defense did not. Well, hair forehead, try relaxing and looking at the facts first next time. Stop making blind jokes, Clavier! You're gonna get cancelled. Order, order! Recall Lemuel's earlier testimony.
I was on my way from the stage to the backstage exit. There were 2 shots. I couldn't do anything to stop it.
See, looking a court of bullies, for real. I'm gonna take these people to court for being mean. Guilty as charged. But she couldn't have heard those gunshots. I thought we proved that. That is not the most important point here. The moment he was shot, Mr. Latouche witnessed her through that window. Why else would he have named her as the witness?
Ah. But I really did hear them. 2 gunshots. And the man's voice.
Unfortunately, such thing was impossible. The window was closed. Are you sure? I've already run a simulation, of course. What do you mean a simulation? You went into Tron World and figured this shit out? You jacked in Mega Man to investigate?
But it was so clear. If I heard that voice again, I would know it in an instant.
Start thinking instead of looking, 'cause blind. Haha, you're so funny, Clavier. They killed some random staffer to recreate it. Your Honor! What is it, bailiff? Can't you see we're in session here? We have the results back from the investigation. Investigation? Ah, the Interpol number that Mr. Latouche left us. Well, let's hear it. We will continue this cross-examination afterward. Detective Crescent, your report, please. Okay, I think this will be a good cutoff point. So I think we'll end Apollo Justice here for the day. And calling it in for the day. Since it is 11 o'clock, so I should really end here. Because it is really late for me. But yeah, thank you guys for coming to my stream. I will be back tomorrow with some Devil Survivor, Library of Arena, and maybe the other stuff I have on the guide. I don't know. Trying to catch up to that one day I missed. That sure fucked me up. Thank you for streaming. Have a good night. Yeah, thank you for coming, Lucian. We do have art time though. So let me give you guys my end of stream spiel. So at the end of every stream, we do art time. If you have a piece of art that you'd like to be shared, you can join our Discord. And here is a link to our Discord. If you'd like your art to be shown at the end of stream, please share it in the art time submissions thread under the art general channel. It can be art, memes, photography, etc. as long as it is something that you yourself made in some way, shape, or form. So let me fix out of here. Oh god. Now we're gonna look at Jackie's art. Get this up. And let's take a look at what we got for tonight. So this is by Jackie. Any special plans for Spooky Month? I wanna at least play a spooky game during Spooky Month on Spooky Day. I don't know if I'm gonna do like a whole Spooky Month or not. I did kind of kick it off with Night Delivery today. It'd be nice to do that. Maybe he'll play one of the 2 spooky games I got him. I mean, you could say that Verena itself is already spooky. Project Moon games are spooky enough. But I am planning to play one spooky game for Halloween. I have one game in mind. But I'm not sure if I'm gonna go through with it or not. we'll have to see how far we get into the month with stuff. And whether I decide to just do it for one day or have it be the rest of the month. Spooky games, yeah. Okay, let's take a look at our art for the night. So this is by Jackie. This is Yippee! Ace Vic! Ooh! Oh, you're working on a comic? Can I sleep in the bed with you? Well, I guess there's no choice. It's okay with me. Yes, Yahoo! Oh, cute! Oh, I love Vic's pose right here. His facial expression's so cute. I missed that game from earlier? Heck, yeah. I played like Night Delivery earlier. It was interesting. It was an alright game. Like it wasn't that spooky. I've always joked that Elio plays spooky games all year round, that it'd actually be spookier if he wasn't playing any on October. Yeah, I mean, Umineko, you could say that's spooky because that's in October. Project Moon Games, pretty spooky. Devil Survivor, Shin Megami Tensei, all the RPG Maker horror games I play. Yeah, I'm just... It's Halloween all year round for me. Except for when it's Easter, because I like when it's Easter. But yeah, that is it for art for the night. Good stuff, Jackie. I'm excited to see if, like, is this like a full comic or is this like a... It looks like it's cut off from like a page. So I'm curious if you're making a comic or not. It's coming out really good. Chichibanoi holiday to like. Exactly. I love the like the candy colored eggs in Easter, and I like all the bunny decorations that people put up for Easter. I'm not like a religious person, so I'm not into Easter for religious reasons. I just like the egg candy and the rabbit stuff. Oh, it's a meme going around. It's based off of a manga panel. Oh, I see. I'm still prepping the compliment. I didn't forget. Okay, good. And I'll hold you to that, ScarCon. Alright. Yeah, that will be it for today. Thank you guys for coming. People just love the yeah. Oh, is that from the actual... That's from the actual comic? It's really funny.